Alcoholics Anonymous? What is it? A group of people that are going to help me quit drinking? Is that what this is? People that are going to cheer me on. Go Karen! Go Karen! Right? What is Alcoholics Anonymous? Why do people go to Alcoholics Anonymous? Right? We go there because we've got to quit drinking. We cannot quit drinking. And we want to go, I guess, get encouragement. We think if we go there, it'll just magically, I don't want to drink anymore. Unfortunately, that's not what happens. See, what Alcoholics Anonymous is designed to do is to give you a design for living that really works, right? The way you're living does not work. Whatever is going on, right? And we could say it's the alcohol, but what about the anxiety? What about the depression? What about the loneliness, right? It's been amped up tenfold by this pandemic. People are drinking more than ever. They're locked in at home. They're anxious. They're depressed. They're lonely, right? They're drinking. What is going on there? Why are they drinking so much? Why are they drinking and other people aren't? They're different. They're alcoholics. They suffer from an illness that centers in the mind. I can't talk about that enough. So what I need is, if you take the drink away from me, that's not going to help me very much. I'm just going to be miserable, sober. I don't want to be anxious and depressed. Irritable, restless, discontent, constant, chronic discontent. Chronic. I like to think I'm not, but I am. I guarantee you, if I won the lotto, I would complain about the taxes. Right? I mean, do you get that? There's not much that can make me happy. So what do you do with a person like this? You're going to take the booze away from me? And then what? God, I got a frog in my throat. Well, then what? Take the booze away from me, what? I'm going to be a happy camper? No. I'm not going to be a happy camper. I need something better than that. I need to put down the drink and the drugs and change my outlook on life. I need a design for living that really works. And that includes not blaming everybody for my shit, right? Not playing the victim to my life. Being stuck in my life, right? In a hole. And having to drink just to survive it. You know what I mean? It's all in my head. I've got to change my thinking, and that's what Alcoholics Anonymous does, right? And it's easier to do it in a group than it is to do it by yourself. So you go to Alcoholics Anonymous and they say, come on, keep coming back. Why do they say that? Because it's not going to happen in 1 or 2 meetings. It takes a while. Your thinking has to shift. And it's very hard to go like that. I'll tell you a story I heard, and it really stuck with me. There's ranchers, right? Ranchers will get up every morning before the sun comes up, and they take their truck that's got all the hay on it, and they drive out to the pastures, and they kick the hay bales off. Somebody's on the back, somebody's usually driving, and they kick off the hay bales for all the horses, right, to eat. And they do that every day. They go out, and they come back. And they go out, and they come back. And they use the same road, the same thing. Pretty soon, these little grooves from the tires, they get little grooves in the dirt, right? So after 20 years, that truck could just drive out there. You don't even have to touch the wheel. Just put a little gas on. That thing's going to go right out to the pasture. It's got little grooves like reversed railroad tracks, right? The tires just fit right in there and they go. Now, how are you going to change direction if you want to go to another pasture? I'm sick of this pasture. I'm going to the other pasture. Try to turn out of those tracks. But if you turn the wheel 1 degree every day, and 180 days, you'll have turned around. Little teeny efforts every day. That's what we're looking for here in Alcoholics Anonymous. Can you come back? Come to meetings and stay. Come on time. Stay to the end. Introduce yourself, right? One little degree. I mean, it's just so hard. We want to lose weight. We want to work out. We want to get rich, but we want it right now. 1 degree every day. Okay? Just one thing every day. What you'll do is you go to Alcoholics Anonymous every day, and slowly but surely, you will start to see a different view. Just right? Really slow. You will get a new outlook on life. You'll do the steps, and the steps will set you free. They will shift your thinking so much. They don't convince you not to drink. The steps don't have anything to do with drinking. They have to do about your outlook on life. How can you be useful? How can you be helpful? How can you get unstuck from the mire of selfishness and self-centeredness that we're dying from? That's the root of our problem. I talk about this a lot, right? Alcoholics are selfish, self-centered people. And we don't think so. And I know you think, no, not me. I'm a giver. I'm a giver too. As long as I'm getting what I want. Does that make sense? I mean, this thing, you can't see it. Even with, I'm talking to you right now. You're going, what? Maybe you get a little glimpse for a second and then a whoop, right? Can't hear you. That's why you go to Alcoholics Anonymous. You go every day. And sometimes somebody's talking and you can't hear it. And then someone else talks and you go, oh my God, I heard that, right? And it's usually the least likely person in the room. You want it to be the rich person over here with the Bentley, right? With the rings and the furs and the handsome husband and the trips to the Bahamas. You want her to be speaking your language, but it might not be her. It might be the woman over in the corner with 4 kids and, a husband in prison. She might be speaking your language that day. So you don't want to discount anybody. You want to listen because God talks through everybody. When you are ready, the information will come to you. But you have to show up and you have to be ready. You have to be open-minded and willing for this to work. You don't come to AA so people say, put down the bottle. Yay, 1 day. Yay, 2 days. I mean, that's great. That's great. That's a byproduct. That is going to happen. If you start working the steps and you start shifting your perception and see where you can add to the stream of life, drinking and drugging is not going to be your problem, your solution. You're going to have a better solution. It's a spiritual program. I know it sounds crazy what I'm saying, but I'm telling you it's true. If people just came to AA to quit drinking, we wouldn't stick around. You could just tell me to quit drinking, give me a gold star, and I'd go home. But that's not what this is about. It's a design for living that really works. Prayer and action. If you're interested, go to more meetings. Try to figure out what it is I'm trying to tell you. Direct message me. Ask me. I don't get what you're talking about. I thought this was about the drugs. I thought this was about the pint of Jack Daniels I finished off before breakfast this morning. Right? Ask some questions. Alcoholism is what you're suffering from. Alcoholism. Okay? Thanks.